Welcome to this week's Spoiler Alert, shot on location in Los Angeles with the cast of Community, Joel, McHale, and Alison Brie, and my special co-host, Megan Masters.
Yay!
How exciting is this?
This is very exciting.
I'm excited.
Thank you for
This
coming.
is very exciting.
This is from IKEA.
Wow.
You're kidding.
No, I bought it this morning.
When's our culture gonna outgrow this wedding thing? You're anti-wedding now?
Oh, she's just pro-anti.
No to everything you both said.
I'm really excited to have you guys here. The show is coming back, and what's
God.
really even more exciting is you're here to break some big news, because you haven't told anyone who is dying on the show yet, but you have promised
Right.
that exclusively to us.
Yeah.
So take it away.
The person who dies on the show is...
The whole entire cast.
So what happens is, big bus crash.
Yeah.
We're all on the bus together.
And then a plane hits that bus.
Bus crashes into the Grand Canyon, but it doesn't explode or anything. You think maybe they're okay, they're gonna get out okay. Plane crashes into the bus, huge explosion. Joel crawls out through the dust and you're like, oh my God, he's okay. And then meteor, so.
Yeah.
I'm curious.
That's not what kills me.
Oh,
The meteor boils the river.
Yeah.
That's what kills me.
And then he just,
And it's not the boiling to death, it was actually the steam.
Was this an expensive episode compared to the others?
Let's see, our budgets are $17 million a show.
yeah. So this one was,
This is also, you
like
have
a little-
like, they used to do hour-long or like supersized versions. This one is 15 minutes.
So where does that leave season 4? Because we know you're going to get one.
6 seasons and a movie!
Where do you go from after the whole
yeah.
cast?
Where did
is
you
dead?
hear that?
I mean, have you seen the movie Ghost Dad?
Have you seen the movie
Enough
Leonard Part
said.
6?
So,
Or Beethoven's Second?
yeah.
But I mean, come on, you are going to be back for season 4.
Well,
Do you feel optimistic about it?
in all seriousness.
Yeah, let's be serious for a
In
second.
all seriousness.
Let's
Mike.
break it down now.
Let's-
Thanks for saying that. No, I do think we probably will get a 4th season, only for the sheer monetary reasons that we're close to 100 episodes, and they spent
Trying to
the money
push
on
us over.
They spent the money in the second half of the season, so we knew we had 72 in the can, and we've been syndicated on Hulu and
It was
syndicated.
a good sign.
Yeah, and I guess they signed a big international deal, so it all sounds good, but
Sounds good, but you just still never know.
you just never know with network television.
And now the show's coming back next Thursday, finally.
Yes.
And when it was taken off the air, did you have a sense of when it was coming back, if it was coming back, or were you just sort of like everybody else, what the hell's going on here?
Well, it was a little bit of both. I mean, the network had always said that it was coming back, and it was a good sign that we never stopped shooting. So that was good. We're like, well, we're making them.
Yeah.
It seems as though it would behoove them to show them.
Because they would be out a
They're
lot
still
of money.
spending money on them. So that was good. But it still was kind of not having a date. It just seemed like
Yeah.
it could be,
And the thing that really
it could be never.
it wasn't very positive, but 30 Rock, it wasn't like they set the ratings on fire there because that time slot is really tough. So I think it showed that it wasn't a show problem, that it was a network problem more so, is that getting eyeballs to watch on an insanely competitive night. And so with American Idol and Big Bang Theory, and now when we're coming back, March Madness basketball,
Perfect.
that should be fine.
Oh, we're not going to get preempted anywhere.
No, it'll be okay. No, we'll be on 4 cities. But so now 30 Rock's gonna, we'll be their lead-in, and I think you'll see their numbers go back up. And
Our fans don't watch sports.
no, they don't even know what it is. But that's the other problem, is that television has changed so much, and that appointment viewing, which is when people go, oh, I need to get home to watch my show. If you are a young person, does not happen anymore.
Right. It's true that the fans that are watching our show mostly watch, they do a lot of them watch online or TiVo.
They do TiVo.
I date myself by saying TiVo.
Right.
DVR it.
Come on.
And you say DVR it?
That all said, it makes me feel much better to talk about this, because I'm like, so there must be millions of people watching. This must be, it's probably the most popular show in the world at this point.
There's just no way. There's just no way for them to, you know.
Will you, Shirley Bennett, marry me, Andre Bennett, again?
Of these last 12 episodes, what are you most excited about?
The Law and Order episode.
The Law and Order episode's
Yeah.
going to be good.
The Law and Order episode's really cool, and it's like a full-on departure. I feel like sometimes we do episodes that are like mini nods to things. I feel like we really get into our Law and Order episode. And Jeff and Annie team up a bit in that episode.
And
cool.
Ken Jeong's character, as we talked about at Paley Fest, he does a lot of
A lot of Chang Tung.
a lot of Chang Tung, which is this.
After Paley Fest, someone on Twitter tweeted me and said, "Everybody Chang Tung tonight," and I was like, "Yes!" That's one of my new favorite things.
I'm excited for I don't know how much we've said it, but the war episode, the
Blanket Fort.
Blanket Fort War.
Okay.
Yes.
That one will be also a great departure from what we usually do, and I'm really excited to see how it turns out.
It's going to be so good. And I
Totally
think
different,
that-
not like paintball.
Totally different.
But as epically told as paintball.
Yes.
Megan, do you feel like you've asked too many questions?
I do. I feel like I'm
Yeah,
occupying
Megan.
a lot of the time. This
Yeah.
was about you guys, about community. Serious question.
Yeah.
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 What happens, worst case scenario, if there isn't another season? Is this
Worst case?
fitting finale?
A lot of monumental things happen for the group leading up to the finale. So there's kind of like, one, it really is the darkest timeline this whole season.
Evil Troyan, evil Abed.
Yeah.
Some dark stuff goes down, and it's the first time I think that we see the group having real consequences to their actions.
Yeah.
Like in a very scary way. But all of that kind of happens prior to the finale. We ended it in a way that if the show were to not come back, the loose ends are sort of seemingly tied up, or could be, what do you do with loose ends if you
a good
don't tie them
question.
up?
I
or they
would-
could just be
just
let
there.
loose.
Yeah.
I think I
Ends.
think, and I would personally put up the money. I'd put up $400.
Web series, to do a web
shoot
series.
the very final episode. But I think you would need some more closure, I think.
Well, you would, totally.
There will be a moment in this, though, where Jim Rash plays a character. He's dressed and he is blindfolded. And it was the funniest
I
thing.
was not set that day.
You
that
weren't
you
set.
had
It
him there,
is
and he was
so
like, "Just
funny.
leave me in."
It's the funniest. I can't explain it, but it's in the finale, and it is wonderful.
Let's pause here for just a moment, and we're going to break away to a segment I know you guys are very familiar with called Spoiler Alert Theater. We have two Shakespearean trained actors who came in and performed a scene from the upcoming episode of Cougar Town.
Oh.
So let's take a look at it right now.
Michael, we're just staring at the rug.
Wearing this headset makes me look like Sigourney Weaver in that movie with the alien.
Oh, it was called Alien.
No, I'm thinking a different one.
You're not. But you know what's lame about action movies?
What?
Everyone's always running everywhere.
Yeah, but I do love the way Tom Cruise runs in movies. He goes faster because he karate chops the air.
Oh, it feels faster. But we should be at Tom Cruise height. Let's take a curve. Another one.
Wow, that was really something.
Yeah.
That was good stuff.
That was so much better than I thought. It
Yeah,
was
that was-
amazing.
I can't believe it.
Jeff and Annie, when are they having sex?
I mean,
Come on.
Well,
Yeah.
it was just hand stuff
yeah. How do you define sex, really?
these days.
Right?
Boopy doopy doop boop sex.
Is there anything, though, any movement on that front in these 12 episodes?
The Annie and Jeff relationship cools off a bit, actually.
Yeah, it does. Look, eventually you hit a point of diminishing returns on the sexiness.
What's the dimension?
I feel like we team up, but it's not always romantic.
With
It's
Annie,
more
yeah, it's more
like just.
we need to help out the group here, or we
Yeah.
need to get something done.
And it's a
now
lot.
that she lives with Troy and Abed,
Yeah.
there's a lot of
There's a big Annie and Abed episode where
Romantic.
they.
Yeah, they seal the deal.
they take their
They-
hands
they actually
and
take
they
their hands
draw
and they do-
little faces on
And then
them
they
and go,
draw
"Hey,
put
Abed,
lipstick on one
what's going on?"
and a mustache on the other, and then they go like, "Hey, how you feeling?" And he's like, "No, numbers, movies."
Yeah.
That's going to move the ratings
And
needle.
they.
It
like
will,
this.
Yes,
definitely.
that'll move it.
I mean, if they
Good.
can even be measured now.
Right. Impossible.
Yeah. So yeah, I guess it does kind of cool off.
All right.
But there are other romantic pairings
Oh, we're good.
There are.
that I'm not going to say anything about.
Too late. Go.
Maybe there are other people that had shared romantic moments in the past, and it gets a little
Jeff and Britta?
more
Happens
hot
again. In the leg.
and heavy.
Jeff and Britta, no, I don't think so.
Life's too long to spend it with someone else.
It's a sucker's game.
It's a mutual cop-out. I mean, just nut up and die alone.
Who will it be?
There are a lot of cool guest stars coming on, though.
John Hodgman. Rob Corddry comes back.
Giancarlo Esposito on Breaking Bad. He's got half
John
a
Goodman,
face.
is he back?
Great John Goodman.
John Goodman's back.
Okay.
Michael Ironside, Johnny Depp, Tom Hanks.
And there's a lot of stuff with the group as a whole.
Cast of
I
Twilight.
feel like all these episodes before the finale was like, it's a ton of like the group, the group working together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, well, thanks, guys, for coming in.
Thank you.
Congratulations on the show coming
Thanks.
back on the air.
You know what? You're welcome.
So what's going to happen
Michael,
now is the
anytime.
credits are going to roll, and we're going to pretend like we're making small talk.
I can't believe you said that. Oh. He's great. You and your Red Bull.
No, you.